Hey, thanks for checking out Fast 80s Chop Shop. Here you have every right to be wrong, and I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to be reading here just a little bit. I don't normally do that. I don't normally do notes and scripts or anything, but interesting tale to tell here. I'm on some list, some Democratic list. I don't know how I got on it. They have me down. They send me an email. It's my email address. They call me Elizabeth. For years now, I get weekly, mostly donation emails from the Democratic Party or various groups around them. And I used to complain, like, take me off your list. I hate you. I'm not part of you. Leave me alone. I'm going to report you. Take me off your list. They don't listen. And I stopped doing that because it gives me insight onto the way they think, what donations they're striving for. And I've never done a video about it, but this is incredible. I got an email, the longest email I've ever gotten, with something like 20 some bullet points, from an organization called Public Citizen. And they were seeking donations, and what they were talking about, all those bullet points, was all the lawsuits they were filing against Trump. The whole email was anti-Trump. And all the way they were suing on behalf of the commissioners that they, months ago that got fired, that said, and the judge said, oh, you can't fire them. Interesting email. You could just feel the hate coming through. And part of it was that we don't take, donations from, I think I even said NGOs, no government. It's all private donations, or, because they don't want to be influenced by government. They don't take government money. Yeah, okay. So listen. That hate email, all the things they were doing to stop Trump, costing you and I tons of money, but that's not why I'm bringing it up. I decided to do something and looked, because I just watched something about, I think it's called Act Blue, and all the just crazy things that get funded through them. Public Citizen, their main donors, as far as I can tell, the research that I could do, and if anyone out there is a citizen journalist, not public citizen, but citizen journalist, please, everybody, start looking into it. I found fairly easy online that their main donors are the Rockefeller Family Foundation and the Open Society Foundation. Now, who's the Open Society Foundation funded by? The Rockefellers, that's easy. And if you Google and start really researching the Rockefellers, man, we're talking some really old money, big money. Same thing with Open Society, that is really trying to fund things that are destroying America. And you can find some interesting things you can go old money all the way back to the French Revolution, and how old money was intentionally causing market crashes back then. But that's another video. Let's talk about Open Society Foundation. I decided to look on, because it jogged my memory and I was right. Who's the Open Society Foundation? Open borders. That's what they want. Well, that happens to be George Soros. Now, I remember 10 years, maybe longer, watching when Glenn Beck was on Fox News, and he'd get on there, and I don't know if any of you watched him. He had the chalkboard and talking about spooky dude George Soros, and he brought it up all the time. This guy is privately and secretly really trying to destroy governments, not only America, but around the world. this is funded by George Soros. So when you're watching the news and you are hearing that another lawsuit was filed, I think the name is the co-presidents of, both of them were co-presidents. I'd like to know who the president is for Public Citizen. One of them was, I think, Robert Weissman. These guys spend all of their time going after Trump and suing him. And by the way, because he's the president, take a wild guess. Every time some stupid lawyer files a stupid lawsuit to try and stop him, his team of lawyers that are probably costing millions are funded by us. Now, I'm not saying he's the president. Hey, but that's our tax money. That means that George Soros, the Rockefeller Foundation, all these people are coming against America and costing us money. We're talking people, multi-billionaires that don't give a rip about us. They want open borders, open society. It's the name of one of them. And they absolutely hate our republic. You know, do a little research. When you hear someone say, you know, we're a democracy, no, we're not. We're a republic. We're different. That's why since our inception, every nasty person on planet Earth, every nasty person, government, foundation has wanted to destroy it. Because a republic gets in the way of the globalist movement and people that want one world government. And there's so many things wrong with one world government. But I thought it was interesting. Some of you might find this video extremely boring. But again, Public Citizen, it's the organization behind all the lawsuits. Who's funding them? The Rockefeller Family Foundation and Open Society Foundation. Who's funding the Open Society Foundation? None other than spooky dude himself, George Soros. Absolutely crazy how the world just keeps going round and round and this old money keeps trying to destroy us. Let me know what you think. Thanks.